book to come up. Hello, everybody out there in Facebook land. I hope you guys can see me and hear me well on both platforms. I'm doing a dual cast again. So I'm doing Facebook Live and I'm doing Periscope. So happy Monday. Hope you guys are well. Wow. We have like, what, 1 week left in May. These days are going by very, very quickly. And before you know it, it'll be June. So tonight's topic is top ways to get your book get your book out. Brittany Divine, thank you for joining on Periscope. And this is a good topic for authors, and I should have put authors in the title, but I didn't. Let's see. Can I fix this? Okay. Topic for authors. All right. So my name is Shakita Lee. I am an author, speaker, entrepreneur, coach to writers, authors, and bloggers. Solopreneurs looking to step outside the box and become social media savvy. All right. So this topic is good because the weather is warming up, and this has a lot to do with the weather, but not so much to do with the weather. But one of the top ways to get your book into hands and to your audience's hands, get your book out there, find new readers, grow your email list, is by doing vendors, being a vendor at an event. Now, obviously, the event has to make sense for what you write about. It has to make sense. I wouldn't say an adult writer would love novels or anything like that would be a good vendor for a kids event. So obviously it has to be something that makes sense. There are a lot of events coming up this summer, probably events that go on all throughout the year, but it should be an event that your book would definitely mesh well with. There are a lot of empowerment events coming up. There are a lot of just events, vendoring events that are popping up all over the place. Libraries are having events, numerous events. And one of the quick ways for you to find an event in your area, hi Ravon, thank you for joining. One of the quickest ways to find an event in your area is, or two, go to eventbrite.com and then go to your Facebook search engine and hit vendor. There's so many groups for vendors there, and there are always people looking for vendors. So just look to see if there are any categories for authors, and you can also reach out to the person that's hosting the event and ask, you know, if they're interested in having an author there, tell what your category is, what your book is about. 9 times out of 10, the person that puts the event together will welcome your book if it's relating to their topic. I did that last year. There was an event out of town, out of Virginia, and it didn't have a category for author, but I felt like the event went hand in hand with my book. So I reached out to the event host and asked if she would be interested in letting me come and vendor at the event with my book, and she was more than welcome and very open to it. So that is one of the quickest ways to get your book into the hands of people that you may not have thought about, because there's always people that are interested in events. So whether it's an event for whatever they're going through, an event if there's just supporting somebody, or a person that's looking to expand, grow their business, find connections, network, look for mentors or leadership. Always events for that. So it's always good to think about being a vendor for an event. It's not, there are some events that, I mean, at the least you may pay $25, and it's for a table. They may have a table for you. You may have to bring your own table, set up your table very nicely. And, you're going to be out there greeting people. Everybody's going to walk up to you to ask you what your book is about. They're going to stop. They're going to talk to you. I've gone to a lot of vendor events, and I've been a vendor at a lot of events as being an author. So one of the things is you have to be open. You have to be inviting. One of the key things to do is to have some candy or mints on your table, and people will stop. Hey, thank you for joining. Thank you for the hearts. So people will stop for candy and mints because listen, when I'm at events, I stop. The Perry girls have joined me on Periscope. Thank you guys so much for inviting followers. So I stop when someone has candy at their table. I'll stop, I'll talk to them. But me being who I am, I'll just stop at everybody's table and greet them and talk to them and find out about their products and everything like that. Because that's what you do at, vendor events. You go and you talk to people. They may have products that you want, they may not, but you are just connecting with people, possibly giving your card. And I know at a lot of vendor events, the vendors will support other vendors there. So they'll buy something from each or a couple of the vendors, depending on what you're selling. Reality Pros 1985 or Realty. Thank you for joining. So those are just some things. Okay, so I'm going to recap so you guys can get it. But the top thing to do for authors is supporting each other is great. Yes, it definitely is. One of the top things to do for authors is do some vendor events. Be a vendor at events. Have your book, set up your table, make it nice and inviting. You definitely want to be inviting. You don't want to stand there and be doing other things. What most people do is they'll be the main person and they'll have someone there helping. So if they are talking to someone, they still have their helper there helping if someone else walks up. So if you can, this is like the top season to really get rolling because a lot of events are happening and I am sending out my emails because I want to be vendoring at some events. I want to grow my email list. Vendor events make a big difference. Do you recommend certain events? Yeah, based on what your book is about, it's definitely an event that you have to do your research on. And if the event goes hand in hand with what your book is about and they mesh well together, if you don't see on their Eventbrite or their page or wherever they post it, reach out to the host and see if, yes, definitely. And see if it's something that they're interested in having an author there. I've done that before. I haven't been told no, but then again, I know what I'm going to be getting into. So I don't necessarily, I wouldn't go to a vendor event or be a vendor at an event that's for kids. That's just not going to happen because the parents are going to be running around, the kids are going to be running around, parents are going to be chasing the kids. No one's going to be focused. So that's not going to work for me. But you definitely have to look to see, hey, thank you for joining. You definitely have to look to see if it's a good fit for you. So 2 ways to find vendor events. One is check your Facebook search engine and just put vendor. Everything will pop up because there's so many groups that are dedicated to people that are looking for vendors. And then second would be Eventbrite. There are so many events. So you can go your local area or outside of your area. It's really dependent on you and how far you want to travel. But it's a really great way to make connections with people, to get upfront with people, to tell them what your book is about, to grow your email list because you can have a sign up there. And when I do vendor events, I always ask, are you interested in joining my email list? Here's what I send out on my email list. Most people, when you explain what it is you're going to be sending, they sign up. Now, if you try to, push it on them, they're like, no, I don't want to sign up. But mostly everybody that I've signed up through vendor events has stayed on my email list because I haven't inundated them with crazy things. It's just a monthly update of what I got going on and keeping them in the loop of things. But that's a quick way to grow your email list and just get out there and network because you never know if your book will make it into the hands of someone who wants to possibly host an event and have you at their event being a vendor or speaker because they like what your book is about. They like your vibe. They like the conversation that you guys have because that's one of the things you'll have to do is talk to people. You can't necessarily be a vendor and not talk to people. You definitely want to get out there and talk to people. Thank you. Thank you, Perry Girls. So that's it for me. That's one of the top things that you can do as an author or as a person. I mean, if you have a business that you want to vend at a vendor event, a book Aragon, he published himself and got into a joy on Periscope is sending me a message. So I'm just reading it, guys. But it's something that always happens. And at vendor events, they're always, always, always looking for people to fill those tables. Publishers, and he took him up on paid more. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You just actually never know who will walk through the door at a vendor event or at an event that you're vending at, and the connection that it'll make for you, how far you will get, where you guys will connect again. You have no idea. That's why you always want to make sure that everything is a perfect opportunity for you, or a good fit for you. I guess I should say, not perfect opportunity, but a good fit for you, your brand, your business, because you definitely don't want to say have an adult romance novel at a kids event. That'll go over like poorly. So always be aware of what will work well for your business, and you just want to pay attention to that. But definitely do your research. This is the season. There's so many vendor and events going on that it's crazy, and it's a great, great thing, especially when the weather is warm. A lot of people have events outside instead of having it inside. So quick tip for you guys. I hope that was helpful. This tip is, for authors and business owners. If you have any tangible product, even if you don't, and you have some sort of coaching service or design service, you can set up a table with some of your work and get out there and talk to people and grow your email list. One of the top ways to do it, because you're face to face with them. 9 times out of 10, when you ask someone, would you like to join my email list? Or I would love for you to join my email list. Here's what I have on my, here's what I send out. They'll say, oh, okay, yeah. They'll be looking forward to it, and they won't hop off as fast, long as they know what they're going to get. So I hope that was helpful to you guys. And I'm out of here. So thanks so much for joining from Periscope, for the hearts, for retweeting and sharing and interacting with me. So if you guys have any questions or any comments, be sure to reach out to me, and you guys can contact me via email or inbox me, and we will chat later. Bye, guys. Facebook Live. I'm going to put this link in here for you guys if you want to reach out to me. And that's it for me. If you guys have questions, definitely feel free to call. This is my link on the website for any type of coaching services. I typically coach authors and writers and solopreneurs looking to become social media savvy and grow their social media presence and find a strategy that's going to work for you, because not every platform is for everybody. So that's it for tonight. I hope you guys enjoy your Monday, and I'll talk to you guys soon.